foreshadowing.
That could work.
You're not wrong. It's totally foreshadowing.
You got it. And we have to totally rely on one earbud plugged into a laptop with our sound substitute engineer.
With one camera.
With one camera that's on a cell phone that could easily power off in any minute.
No, it's on a battery. You're good.
Okay. Plug the battery back in.
I didn't plug the battery back in. Wait, is your phone charged?
It is charged.
Okay.
It is charged. We'll see if it lasts an hour. But
if not,
like producer substitute, does it look okay? Can you see us? Can you hear us? People in the chat.
Yeah, I just got a what the from Jared. So,
yeah. Is this working?
I'm
looking at him.
It's just a glazed over look.
It's going echo because I'm getting the sound from Twitch, the sound from streaming.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you can figure that out as long as the chat can hear us.
Rachel says yes, we can hear you. Aspen says it looks fine. Jared says he has a better situation on the Victoria Clipper ? Not wrong. Not wrong. The things have turned. It was glorious last night. We're watching the hockey game outside on this nice,
it's great,
brand new 55-inch TV.
Yep.
That is now shattered on the left-hand side. Every cushion outside, plants are knocked over.
Yes.
I have not yet. I can't see the trees that we have. If the trees have survived it. It's
I brought the windstorm with me.
Yeah, apparently you did.
Yes.
The same storm that they were warning you on your way in.
It was going to be a delayed flight and issues because they had proactively decided that they were going to slow down the arrivals inside of I don't even know the name of your airport.
Well, it's now Harry Reid. It used to be McCarran, but now it's Harry Reid.
Harry Reid, I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
And so we cobbled together the solution. So
baling wire and duct tape was nowhere to be found. So whatever we had in the drawers.
Yeah, he's turned on his sound again all of a sudden.
So we're gonna get
you got to mute the laptop, dude, or something.
Oh no,
it's his phone. Okay.
Yeah, it's his phone.
So we're back to I say this is like old school patch and switch.
Hi, Rosie. Rosie is here. She wants to be part of the show as well.
There we go. Nice to see you. Good to see you, Rosie.
Okay, go on.
But we will be having technical difficulties throughout this particular live stream. I will warn you, just because it is. I'm waiting for the gimbal battery to die, and then all of a sudden the camera just kind of goes. Yeah. So that might randomly happen.
Do you remember when we first started doing video of the show?
We used GoPros.
We used GoPros, and the GoPros would overheat.
Yes, and they would randomly just turn off.
They would randomly just
randomly turn off.
It was
And so
this is where we're at now.
Yeah.
Something could randomly turn off at any given time.
So we're using wireless microphones.
Yes.
So there's a problem that potentially could happen there.
Yes.
They are fully charged, which is
that's good.
Stop moving the table.
Oh, I'm moving the table, which is making the gimbal shake.
I thought the gimbal's supposed to stop that from happening.
Well, the gimbal's in pause mode because I have to use the browser to log into the stream. So it actually puts it literally puts the software in pause mode on
the gimbal.
On the gimbal. No, on the software portion of the controller of the gimbal, but the hardware portion is still turned on. I don't want you to try this because we're in the middle of the show, but I'm curious. Like you should be able to grab the joystick and move the camera a little. No. The little thumb joystick like a controller, and that should change the. Yeah, look at that. It changes the framing because that's a hardware thing. It's not a software thing.
Right.
The stabilization is actually tied with software because it has to read from the phone how it is.
So I'm curious because right now the browser has the focus of the phone.
Right.
If you flipped back to the gimbal, would it still transmit through to the browser? These are things that we're going to have to test.
Yeah, I don't want to test
after the show because we literally got things working.
Yeah.
I had my own gimbal and things all here, and then we realized that when I'm using a shared microphone,
it's too delayed.
That there's like a 487 millisecond times 10 delay. So
I'm breaking your gimbal up. Put it down.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically we need to know. Don't touch the table and vibrate it.
Don't vibrate the table.
So I won't do that. So I'm in Las Vegas.
Yes, you are.
This is actually the not so secret bunker.
AKA my living room.
His living room. As you saw earlier, Rosie is wandering around his beautiful dog. His wife is working in her office over there. So we might have a random guest walk by or not. We don't know. Just in case he needs to come and get a coffee.
The kids are gone.
The kids are gone.
The kids are off to work and school. So we're all right here. Yeah.
And we decided to do the show. But as Joey said, there literally is a windstorm going on. We were going to be outside, but it's too dangerous to be outside.
That is correct.
Because of flying objects.
Flying objects. So we have 35-mile-an-hour winds with 50-mile-an-hour gusts. And then I'm in a new neighborhood that is being constructed. So literally there is construction debris flying about. Yeah.
It'll be fun.
It was awesome because I just had the entire backyard cleaned yesterday. They came in, cleaned the turf, did the whole thing. Yeah. It was awesome.
And so we do have the chat room. So we do have to say hi and thank you for people in chat. I know Rachel said they could hear us, which is awesome. But only he can see it because it's too far away for me to read.
That's right. That's right. So we and I have another laptop, but it's not compliant.
Yeah. So
which is awesome.
This is a guy that leads security advocacy at Microsoft.
And my device
his laptop is not compliant.
It's because I never use my laptop. I'm always connected on my big PC. So hello to Kowski. Hello to TRP 8472 out there. Post Patrick Venberg says, "Wow, that's a lot." Yes, there is a lot. Let's see. Vizio MVP, Harry Reid, question mark. Let's see. Who else do we have? The aforementioned Rachel. Did we say hello to Aspen Forrester? Because Aspen said, yes, we can hear you.
Nice.
Jay Shock says, hello between Whidbey Island and Kitsap Peninsula. I actually know where that is.
I know where sort of it is. No clue.
Philip says, crap, it's that time again. Yeah, I mean, I feel that. I feel that a little bit more today. The fairest of Brits, of course, our very own resident Essex girl. Philip asks, Wizard of Oz, question mark. Yeah.
It kind of like. I'm waiting for the flying monkeys.
The
flying monkeys might show up.
Let's see. Also, Aspen Forrester, things you hear in Las Vegas, I just had the turf cleaned. Yes, Vegas, Arizona. Yes.
Turf.
Yeah, the turf. Yes. When you have pets.
Yeah. Much required.
Exactly.
Much required.
Exactly.
So are you trying to get your laptop into compliance while we're doing the show?
It's just spinning. It's doing spinny things. So I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah. Rachel says, always love your commitments with wearing your patch and sweatshirts. Yeah. I had the hoodie on earlier because it felt like 25 Fahrenheit. What is that in Celsius?
That would be -2.
Minus 2?
-2, -3 centigrade.
Just so you know, yesterday it was 87 degrees when we were hanging out on the bed.
And then these crazy winds moved in, and it literally took the temperatures down like
and
crazy.
The TV.
So I packed to come to Las Vegas, and I brought 3 different changes of clothes per day.
Yes.
Because I didn't know if I needed to have shorts, T-shirts, or patch and switch shirts, or hoodies, or flannel. So I brought all of them.
All of them.
So I probably will be changing into my finest. We call them Canadian tuxedos.
Yeah.
Otherwise known as flannel shirts.
A flannel shirt. Yeah.
I'll probably wear a heavy-duty, heavyweight flannel shirt, I think, for tonight.
Yeah. And then tomorrow we're 73 and sunny.
Yeah.
With a light breeze, which is going to be delightful.
A light
breeze.
Will
be delightful.
That works.
Vizio VP says, Flying Monkeys, is that not you guys? Not wrong. No, really not wrong. So why are you in Vegas?
I'm here because
you're on a secret mission, aren't you?
No, it's not really.
I see what's sitting on the counter.
Well, we can talk. We can actually do a segment of that if you wanted to. You just impromptu just do one.
Debut the thing without any approvals.
I'm doing 2 things. The main thing is you've moved to Las Vegas from where I currently live, up in the Redmonds world,
the Pacific of Northwest.
It's almost been 2 years. It's a year and a half.
It's been 1 year. 1 year in July.
So 1 year and change.
Yes.
And I have never visited except when the house was still under construction. So I figured it's about time I get my ass down here and at least say hello and come visit.
Appreciate that.
And there just happened to be a beer festival that's going on Saturday.
Let's just be clear. The beer festival is the driving factor of which drove you here. It just is a benefit that
it's an added benefit that there is a beer festival.
Shadiest Dependence needs some clarification. Says, I thought a Canadian tux was all denim.
No, I say it's flannel, man.
We have nodding. There's nodding consensus.
I would say it depends on what side of the country you would call it. So if you're in the Montreal side, if you're on the Quebec side, it's going to be denim. If you're on the West Coast side,
formal is a flannel undershirt.
A formal.
Oh, if you have the flannel undershirt, it's formal on top of the denim jacket and the
Underneath the denim jacket.
Yeah.
Okay.
Underneath the denim jacket. Okay.
I'll take that.
Patrick says, now that sounds amazing. Beer festivals are worth the travel.
Yeah. So it's I basically, in one of the shows, I think ages ago, Joey mentioned, hey, there's a beer festival going on, like months ago. And so I went and I found it and I was looking at it and I'm like, you know what? And I bought tickets for it. And I bought him a ticket too. And basically sent it to him to say, hey, we're going to be going. Oh, by the way, can I crash at your house?
Absolutely.
And then here we are. So the beer festival opens up tomorrow at 4:00 in the afternoon for us VIPs.
Wait, we got VIP tickets?
We have VIP tickets. They're going to let us into the special area, VIP exclusive with the red stanchion that they open and close.
Is there somebody there with a clipboard?
I think there's going to be someone there. It is Vegas. They're going to have some
dude in a suit.
I'm picturing the big, the spotlights they shine up into the sky that they move
That's
around.
Hollywood, not Vegas.
No, Vegas doesn't do that?
No.
Either way, a beer festival, private area that you then have opens up onto the main where the commoners are. And then they have
the commoners.
They have
him already.
They have 20 or 30. I forgot how many different breweries are going to be there. Do you remember?
I believe it was 29, but there were a couple of surprises.
That
they said are
so
coming.
Let's call it 30. Just round up.
30 plus.
30 plus different breweries. Lots of food trucks and special catering places that are going to be serving food. And then it goes. It's only one day. It's only from 4 in the afternoon until sometime in the evening.
11 midnight.
11 or midnight or something like that. And that's it. So it's going to be fun.
Philip says, hey, you offered the ticket before asking to crash.
Yes. I mean, I figured he couldn't say no if I had the ticket in hand.
Said that's class. Not wrong. And then, of course, Shady Sapanis has entered a word using the exclamation mark word command in the chat using VIP. And these words are used to do the title segment, which will happen later on, where we decide the title of the program.
Do you know what this week's title is? Do you remember? Did it tell you?
It is ShadowRick Winders or Winders GrayNerd. ShadowRick Winders GrayNerd.
There we go.
Yeah,
because it goes forever immortalized in the history.
Yes, exactly. And another big hello to another random IT guy who's in chat as well. Good to see you. So I don't know, it's 15 minutes in. We should probably start the show. We actually have segments.
Right. Segment wise, I would say segment. Oh, there you see, I hit the table. I'm sorry.
And the camera goes.
Sorry for that. It's not a random earthquake.
No, that was in Oregon yesterday. Apparently.
Sure. A 4.9 just outside of Oregon. From the trenches is the work you've been doing throughout the week at work related to technology, and we happen to be two blokes that are still employed by Microsoft.
Yes.
And one of the things that I have to do that I very much enjoy doing is all the shenanigans and craziness that's going on with the planning for Microsoft Ignite.
Yes.
And one of the things that people have been asking online about Microsoft Ignite is, why can't I bleep put a session that I want to see inside my schedule?
Why can't I fill out my session scheduler?
Right. That's because the session scheduler isn't open.
Oh.
It's not there. You can't use it yet. All you have is the content.
Oh.
So you can see all the content, and I'll give you a hint. It's not all the content. There's more stuff sneaking in.
Like there's more content?
There's more content that can sneak in. But most of it's there. But the scheduler capabilities is being revealed or made available after they've tweaked some stuff. I want to say 1 week, maybe 2 weeks. Do you want to have a session scheduler? Oh, you do want to have a session scheduler, don't you?
She's not coming to Ignite.
She could, though. We could have her as a puppy service animal.
Service animal?
Service animal.
She's too wild to be a service animal.
So the idea being, you will be able to schedule your content, schedule your order of things. To be able to do that, we have to put them in order. And so it's been a fun day, fun week, trying to figure out how to schedule 320 odd different things across 4.5 days so that you have the proper order, because you can't have Bob speaking at the same time as Sally. You can't have Sally before Philip, because Philip has to be after Sally, and then make sure that Philip is nowhere near Richard, because then there's going to be conflict between the two of them, and then throw the whole ball of wax out as soon as you got Mark Rusinovich involved.
Right.
So
because nobody wants to speak.
No one wants to go against Mark Rusinovich. We should just make it the unofficial keynote or something.
Yeah.
With Rusinovich. So that has been the shenanigans that's been going on behind the scenes for that. Through me for Ignite. So it's coming soon. Don't worry. We know it's there. Leave me an episode how to do it. And on top of that, the ultra super secret thing is I have been road testing the Microsoft Ignite backpack.
Wait, there's a backpack?
Brought to you by our friends at AvePoint.
Wait, we just broke news. Are we supposed to break news on this show?
I'm going to stay right there.
No, you're not doing this on the... Do you have permission?
I don't need permission.
Ask for forgiveness.
Ask for forgiveness.
You're yelling at me across the room, but you're wearing...
Oh, I forgot I'm wearing the
microphone. So in chat says, let's see, where is it? Shadiest of Panda says, the camera wobble just simulates the wind inside the house. Because with the two of us talking, there's obviously just as much wind out inside as there is.
A lot of hot wind in here, for sure.
Exactly. Vizio MVP, random earthquake to random spending. Phil Herb says, screw permission. Aspen Forrester says, why not? Patrick says, finally got a ticket, so I'll be there. Shadiest of Panda goes, exclamation word, backpack.
Okay. Well, first off.
Oh, wait.
Not even a backpack.
It's not a backpack.
I will share this. We're not going to do any camera work because I do not think the gimbal can hang on to it. This is a very cool accessory pouch that comes with the backpack. And it has a quick access thumb drive holder or something like that in the front.
Oh, my cable.
Your cable holder's going on there.
Because if I rent a car and I need the GPS.
You got it, man. Yeah. It's in there. And then it opens all the way up completely so it lays flat. And then it has two different patches or pouches you can use. And then I've got some cables in mine. Nice. So that's a very nice accessory.
Ooh, accessory.
That's there. And again, we only have like 10 viewers, so I'm not too worried about doing this reveal. But
another random IT guy says we've had that exact organizer in the past. Actually, it's a different one. It's totally different. It's actually, I like it. It's much more compact than the organizers that we've had in the it's a little bit more,
some weight to it.
Yeah, it's
got some weight to it.
Yeah, more Kevlar-ish.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's not Kevlar.
That's an actual adjective.
Yeah.
Kevlar-ish.
So I have no idea.
It's not Kevlar, but
I have no idea if we're in frame or not, but just there we go. How you can do it. So this is the backpack. We're not going to do a full breakdown of it. I just thought I'd show it to you. Again, nicely embroidered top and bottom.
Is the teddy pin?
The teddy pin is not. That's my own personal edition.
Yeah, you do not get a thready pin.
If you would like to have a thready pin, I might bring some with me to Chicago, just because I know that thready is unfortunately not going to be there. Last time I checked. So I'm not going to go through a full thing, but I will say, solid straps. Well padded back areas as well to allow air cooling and flow. Super, really good. As I shake the whole table, great size handle with padding, which is on there as well. And then two compartments. The main compartment, I will say, it has feel it. It has the velour on the faux fur on the inside.
I need a suit made of that.
And then it has the front part, which does come down for organization. For stuff.
You've got a little NVMe drive there.
I got my NVMe drive.
Nice.
It even
your badge.
It has a badge that also has a little.
It's got a little clicky
thingy to make it work.
Nice.
So anyway, if you would like to see the full reveal,
yes,
tune in to ignite.microsoft.com/blogs, or just hit the blog thing in the top right-hand corner. We will announce it when the full video goes live.
You've already announced.
Sorry, I think I missed Rosie. It's all right.
I thought that was the TV coming down.
No, the TV's fallen down again. It's already down on the ground again. And I think this time it actually took a chunk out of it.
Darn it. It
totally cracked the corner now.
Oh, nice. I didn't crack the corner. I missed it.
You just brought the wind.
Nice.
You just brought the wind. Aspen Forster says, we'll have to see if I decide to move out of my Gray Heather Orlando backpack when I get the new one. I'm going to tell you, the problem I've had with backpacks in the past is it just doesn't fit kind of the
laptop piece for
me, it just hadn't really kind of fit the aesthetic and then the size and everything else. I'm very impressed with that bag.
It is night and day compared to the day bag that was last year's.
Yes, last year's day bag.
Because it lasted a day?
It lasted maybe 2 or 3 days. This one survived my trip to Fargo and survived my trip to Vegas.
It's full road tested.
It's been definitely road tested, and I've been grabbing clips of B-roll and stuff like that in airports and stuff. We were joking about doing one yesterday in Vegas as I got off the plane, where Pierre would go and grab the bag and run off with it like it's being stolen,
like off the
conveyor belt, and I would chase them. But then we figured that would not be a good thing in Vegas.
No,
someone would get tased.
Yeah, well, not just in Vegas, but right at an airport in the U.S. Yeah, you might be able to get away with that in Canada, but not here in the States.
So only if the moose is running.
True.
If the beaver waddles off, you can easily catch him. The moose got a bit more speed to it.
I have been heads down working through proper outlines of sessions, particularly the pre-day, getting things tidied up for the Microsoft 365 data security pre-day workshop. Pre-day session. So I guess there's a difference. There's a session and a workshop. The workshop's hands-on.
Correct.
The session is just a session. I did also get some people properly registered, because apparently we only did half of it.
Yeah, that's true.
So
apparently, if you are assigned a speaker, you show up as a speaker on the website, but you don't get a speaker pass. There's a separate
tool.
As our friend Ed Donahue mentioned, it's like one of those locks that has 2 keys that have to be turned at the same time, and you can't be the same person turning them.
Turn your key, sir.
Yes, basically. So the second piece didn't happen, and some speakers almost didn't get their codes to be able to come to deliver the workshop.
Ledwig, who recognizes the secret studio here.
Oh, yeah?
Because he was here before you.
Oh, nice.
Says
Ledwig beat me?
Yes, Ledwig came and visited you before you did. Yes. Ledwig says, sadly, no backpacks for people who randomly show up in Chicago that week. Chaos 13 says, kind of bummed to miss this year, but my kid only turned 16 once and she's pretty important. Yes.
Please go prioritize your family.
Absolutely. There will be other events. So yeah, it's all hands on deck for most of our teams.
We did a big presentation to all of my organization and your organization at a town hall this week. I've been asked to produce something for one of the corporate VPs next week. Short notice. So I'm going to be appearing I'll be appearing in a staff meeting apparently. That'll be fun. I have to actually look official and everything. It'll be good. Again, we keep on hearing these strange tapping sounds and stuff
and noises
from outside. So those are off. So yeah,
I just saw Toto go by.
Toto just flew by.
So Microsoft Ignite. We are what's the date today? The date is the 19th.
It is the 18th today.
So today is 1 month away from the pre-day, which is November the 18th.
Wow.
So 1 month away.
1 month remains.
Yeah. And the last piece of housekeeping that we've got for Ignite is we're going to have 320 meeting requests coming in to the team's calendars as we review all the sessions with the different people.
Yeah.
So that's something the team takes on as a good to have, just an extra set of eyeballs to see how the content's developing as we go. So that comes up next week and the week after.
Dotting the I's and crossing the T's.
You are correct.
As they say. The second segment of the show is Beer Money, the support that we do for our friends, our families, friends, sisters, uncles, cousins, nieces, and nephews. You've provided some Beer Money support just this morning.
Just today. So this is the DJI gimbal that we're using over there, which is mine. And your partner,
the lovely Miss Heather,
the Miss Heather had one of these, and apparently she couldn't get to work because the gimbal, when you use it, it powers on like this, and then after about 15 seconds or so, it's going to turn into like a a dead biscuit and just
yeah,
fall over.
the thing just goes flop.
Yeah.
And when you've got your phone on it,
So
your phone is sitting on it, just goes bleh.
Yeah. So once it actually, they're starting to go right now. Once it actually detects that there's a pairing between the camera, phone, and the device, then it stays alive and stays balanced. And so, yeah, we'll be doing a training session, and you should not use us as the trainers.
No, we are not good. No.
Yeah. To be able to use this up. So that was that was my quick beer money that I already just did. Here, earning my keep.
But we actually did get it configured and usable, and so it does work. And so we'll just do some additional training. We also did figure out how to change from portrait to landscape using there's a button that controls it. We figured that out. Or as
I call it, millennial mode versus Gen X mode.
Are you going to switch it? This is not going to end well if you.
What are you doing?
Testing in production.
He's testing in production. Yeah, see, there you go. Then there's only like one of us on camera.
Oh, never mind. Again. We fit that's
the entire audience is now going.
Yes. So that is a double press of the circular arrow thingy buttons, in case you're wondering, and need to use this for reference for some reason. Anyway, these are awesome.
It's pretty cool, and I'm digging the microphones.
Microphones are really cool as well. I did a random spend segment on this a while ago. There we go. And the DJI microphones, a little carrying case. This is what I call our guerrilla recording equipment that folks on the team have picked up. We have no budget, so I just bought them myself. And they're awesome because they not only work as they are right now, which is a wireless microphone attached to the receiver on the other end of the iPhone or Samsung phone. It's also can record locally. They're not recording locally right now, but you can actually record locally, so you don't have to broadcast if there's a problem.
So it records the audio separately. Does it send it to the phone? Is that what it does?
So it sends it to the phone if the receiver's turned on, but then it also records locally so that you have
so there's like a storage capacity.
Storage capacity on each of them.
Wow, no way! Seriously,
16 hours of recording on each. So that way you can use the audio on the iPhone as your bass track, and then you could use if I sneeze, you could actually use the audio from these in post-production, cut out my sneeze on mine, and replace the audio on the phone for the video, and you're able to basically get discrete audio.
So now I have. So is it recording this now?
No,
because they're on.
No, it's just on and transmitting. I did not press the extra button to say.
Oh, there's a second button that you press. Okay.
Yeah. Or the cool thing is, and this is one thing I just learned, is you can actually do all the manual configurations, start record, stop record, change the gain level on that thing, the receiver.
Oh, the thing that's connected to the phone.
So if audio guy needed to, he could, but it would screw up the gimbal and mess other things up. He could actually go off and make changes on
Please
this. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Stop. Now what?
Oh, now I'm recording.
How do you know you're recording?
Because he
it's blinking. Oh,
there's a little now I have red light.
I thought it was Christmas, red and green. I thought it was Christmas mode.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So this is sort of beer money, sort of random spending. We're kind of combining these two. But the reason why it's beer money is because now that Ms. Heather has seen the wireless microphone, she's like, oh, no, I got to get those.
Some more random spending.
You got it.
Some more random spending.
What kind of beer money have you been doing?
Getting all of these devices on the network here.
Yes.
We actually did. I did a full. So yesterday, before you arrived, the girls were off at school. Everything else. Miss Heather was taking Rosie for a walk. So I had a very narrow window of time to do a full restart of all the systems, the network systems.
Oh, okay.
So because there's been new firmware, new other things coming in.
So your maintenance window happened.
My maintenance window happened. Yes, it was a random maintenance window where it was just like, I have 15 or 20 minutes. That's about enough time to restart every device. So I started with the main controller, and then the main controller and the main switch. And then I started resetting it. And then once those come up, it does reboot the devices, but I did an individual reboot on all the Wi-Fi devices anyway as well. So.
And I will say we have been secure in that he hasn't shared what his Wi-Fi password is, but he has plugged it into our machines for us. So
it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I still do not know what the password is.
Because I'm just going to reset it, right?
Yeah.
Phil Herb says, wait, you don't schedule downtime with the family to restart the network devices. Yeah, it was completely scheduled.
Yeah.
They were out of the house.
Yep.
And I said, it's time to restart everything. Completely scheduled. Philip says, got to send out notices and have a web page for them to check the status of the update.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get my folks.
Done that.
I'm still trying to get my family to use my Jira ticket system, and they just won't do it.
Your Jira ticket system?
No, like I had a text message from one of my daughters who's in Fargo right now visiting the other daughter, and she's like, "I want to file a ticket. I need to have you log back into the Switch, please." Because she logged me out of the Switch to allow one of her friends to sign on to the Switch, but not realizing that all the games are purchased with my account. So none of the games are working. The Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
I'm not talking. My daughter doesn't have a networking Switch.
I'm like, I don't know. It's there are kids. It's college. You never know.
It is true. Yeah. So I had to move the password into a shared family folder we have on 1Password. Because I was not going to read off the 26-character randomly generated password that I use for my Switch account. And then she was able to log in successfully. And she's all better. And so I said afterwards, I'm saying, we noticed that your ticket is closed now. Would you please rate your satisfaction with the individual?
Oh, you do that?
Out of 5 stars?
I just come over and I have the tipping chart, like 12,
nice.
10, 18, and then sign here.
Yeah. Which one would you like?
Yeah, which option would you like to choose?
And then she rated me 4 stars.
Oh, 4 stars.
With a comment, could have been faster. I don't know.
Could have been faster.
Would recommend. So
that does sound like your daughter, though.
It is. That's totally great.
Totally great. Yeah. So light work, just the maintenance window.
Yeah.
For beer money support. There's a new iPad that was acquired, which I do. Which reminds me, after the show, I've got to get a screen protector for the new iPad that was acquired for the cosmetology student. And
Here. Oh, is this not? You don't want this one, right?
no, I'm gonna take
this one. I can't scroll up. Why can I not scroll?
There we go. Are we good?
Oh, there we go. Oh, it's maximized.
Better now.
Turn on. Oh, there goes.
Okay, we're back.
Setting. Go back here. Hit settings. Hit camera.
Back. I can hear you. All right, Matt. All right, so everybody's saying, is it time to log a ticket? No, it's definitely time to log a ticket.
Camera, we want
video on. We're blank again. Rick audio is back. I can hear you. This is exciting. This is testing and production.
This, and then this, and then this. No, I gotta turn that back on.
We have
okay, and while I'm here, no, not that.
Can see you, can't hear you.
This one, I'm going to say focus mode, do not disturb. Silence all notifications. And there we go. Okay, sound working? Sound working?
I think sound's working.
Yeah. Okay.
Patrick says audio, video, just phone thumbnail. We can hear you, not see you. Now video's back. Sev one ticket has been submitted.
I think that was a Sev 0.
Jared says, no, everyone, I didn't have anything to do with this.
Somebody called Richard's phone.
No, you're in Nevada. They've gotten your number already. It's a political call.
I crossed over.
Yeah, it's a political call. Ledwig says, don't ever change, guys.
It's just so professional, I tell you.
Rachel says ticket status in progress. So I believe that Patrick has actually submitted a
wait, our viewers can submit tickets against us?
Apparently there has been a Sub-Zero organizational wide critical ticket open
Wow.
at this point. And
so like I know a Sev 1, the senior leadership team at Microsoft get notified.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the senior leadership team at Microsoft
did not get notified.
is not included in our year. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Are you watching the battery levels, by the way? Just on both, because my laptop's not plugged in. Is the battery level okay?
About half.
Okay.
Okay.
We're over halfway.
Good. We're
halfway
done.
done.
We're good.
Halfway done.
We're good. That's actually good to know.
What?
That when you're using StreamYard, you need to go into Do Not Disturb mode on your phone.
On the phone.
Yeah.
We shall know, just in case.
Well, if you're doing StreamYard on your phone.
Can you imagine? I suggested last night, of course, this was after a couple of libations. We could do like a live walk and talk on the strip for the show with Pierre hanging on to that and walking forward, and we'd be behind, and we'd have Vegas and we'd be doing stuff. It would have been great. Absolute mayhem. Would have broken out.
So apparently another random IT guy is finding a new ICM path for us in the system. So well, I'm guessing the next one that we have will involve the senior leadership team.
Nice.
Nice. Where were we? We were talking about beer money. So I think it's random spending.
I'm going to do beer money on myself.
Okay.
Just because I'm so proud of this one. So I have a solar install in my house that I decided to, because I bought a new house back in January.
Yes.
And I did the solar install over the springtime and summer. And every time it got to a certain point in day of production of solar, it would all of a sudden drop by like 5 kilowatts. It's a large chunk that you're losing out all of a sudden for no reason. And then I was arguing with my solar installer that is not because of shade, or it's not because of whatever. It's not my problem. Like, it's something wrong.
It's throwing shade.
It's not working. So we got to the point now where we've had Tesla tech support involved. We've had the solar people involved, all that sort of stuff. And they still can't figure it out. And then finally, I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to
climb on the roof.
I'm going to post it on Reddit.
Oh,
so
you went full Reddit.
I went full Reddit, and I'm like inside the Powerwall, because I have a Tesla Powerwall battery and an inverter piece. And I went into the Powerwall Reddit post, and I'm like, hey, this is what's happening. Here's this. Here's some symptoms. Here's what's going on. I don't figure out. I know what I can do. I'm going to be talking to the Tesla support people again tomorrow. What's your thoughts? And then not even 2 hours after posting, some random solar nerd answers back and saying, oh, well, based on your configuration, here's the spec list for your panels, and it says that your voltage coming off the panels is 46 volts, or 46.36 volts per panel times 10 panels. That puts you at 460 volts coming in. You're good. But that one string that you have 12, that add in the math, carry the one, you're at 556 volts. That's going to trip. And I'm like, huh? Okay. This maybe have just been figured out. So when the installer comes the next day, when we get on the phone after 45 minutes of waiting for Tesla to answer the phone, we explain, hey, here's the dates. Can you look at the logs, look at the data? We think this is what's going wrong. We can't really see on our end. Can you confirm what's going on? And the guy's like, yeah, that sounds about right. Let me go get the data. It takes them about 20 minutes to pull up the data from that far back, apparently. And then finally, they come back and says, oh, yeah, absolutely. We set our strings, because there's 6 strings that go in. We set our strings at 480. So your 2 strings of 10, 460, you're golden. The one string of 550, it kicks it off. Boom, instantly.
So it's just like a setting in the software?
There's literally a safety inside the software on the panel that says, if you approach, even though you can do 550, as soon as it gets to 480, shut it down, which is the boom, drop.
And that's when you see
that's when the drop is.
All right.
So
did you do the reverse math on the percentage that was dropped to get to the same number?
No.
Oh.
No, didn't go that far. And the installers were thinking that there's, because you got wires, you got connectors, and you lose voltage and you lose amperage as you go across, stuff like that. They were thinking, oh, well, maybe we're down low enough. And then we've actually confirmed, we've got the proof and the data. No, it doesn't have enough. It's still down too low. So they're going to go in and modify my setup. I'm just happy that I was able to figure it out with the help of some random solar nerd
So are they going to do an adjustment in the software to turn it?
No. It's actually the guys.
They have to come out and reconfigure.
The guys and the gals have to go back up on top of my roof.
Oh,
the 12 pack of panels, they're going to split into 2 and have 2 runs come down for that one.
No, they're going to share 2 6-packs.
So I'm going to split my 12 pack into 2 6-packs.
There you go.
And off we go. That's better than the 2 10-packs that are sitting right here.
100%.
Or at least the one kegger that we both have.
I have a 6-pack. It's in an insulated cooler.
Insulated cooler.
That could work too.
Have a 6-pack.
So that was my beer money for myself.
Patrick says, how many panels do you have?
32 in total.
32 panels.
So 10, 10, and 12. And the 12 is tipping it over. So now it's going to be 10, 10, 6, 6.
Okay.
Because you have to have even numbers.
I'm
very excited that that's working. I don't know when they're going to come and do it, but at least I know.
You know what the
heck was right.
Patrick says, I'm super happy with my 52.
So you got some more roof space than I do, buddy.
Yeah, more roof space.
That's my last beer.
Can we talk about random spending?
Random spending? I know you're going to have to random spend on a new TV.
85 inch.
She's going to come out and start throwing.
Heather's got her door closed in the office. We're safe.
Okay. All right, good. No, she just turned up. I can hear you. Yeah, so I'll be random spending on a new TV. So I do have a TV outside, and just through some decisions that we made, I have it on a cart.
Yeah.
And that cart is pretty stable. It's got these huge legs that come like out.
Right. It's better than any AV setup you've seen at a typical high school, right?
I knew that the wind was going to kick up. I was not expecting 55-mile-an-hour gusts.
Correct.
So I had it tucked up against the house, and I was like,
we literally did the safety maneuver, safety check last night as we're closing.
And then I come down, and the thing is just tipped over on its edge. So I turn it on, and I get that lovely rainbow all down the side and some lines. Stood it back up, and now it's fallen again, and I can clearly see that there are 3 big cracks running through the upper corner.
Yeah, so it's dead. You have electronics recycling here in Las Vegas?
Yes, there is electronic recycling. Yeah.
I guess we're doing some electronics recycling later today.
Yes. But also probably buying some wireless microphones.
Oh, yeah.
And spending there some DJI wireless microphones. And I'm actually really digging the gimbal. I might have to borrow the lights.
So no, it's really cool. So we're going to be taking this gear to Microsoft Ignite to be able to do impromptu interviews with people.
Oh, random things.
Random things.
Videos.
And we could even extend that to do some random patch and switch segments if we wanted to. But the idea is it's very light, it's very efficient. You know, we are absolutely not influencers. with our walking sticks and our lights and our +1 doing the camera work.
You have the great big light that attaches to your gimbal, don't you?
Yeah, we'd have to find. I do have a light on my.
I know you do. I know you do.
So this is the clip that the phone goes into. I have the upgraded one with the little lights on it. To be able to.
Of course you do.
So
of course you do.
Had to buy that extra, but
like CSI camera with the lights.
Yeah. So we'll be having these at Ignite to be able to do interviews on stuff.
Very cool.
It's gonna be fun.
Any other random spending that you've randomly spent on?
So with the Powerwall stuff going on with solar, I just random spent on a new Raspberry Pi device. And I bought it's called a PoE hat. Have you heard of that?
No.
So the Pi has a data bridge connection point on it that you can go and attach accessories to.
Okay. And
a second board is a hat, and it goes on top of it.
Okay.
And it's the same dimensions that I expect to have to hang on to, and then the connector at the bottom allows it to connect in. So I bought a new Raspberry Pi for myself, and my old Raspberry Pi that I had to play around with, I bought 2 PoE Raspberry Pi hats. So you just simply plop this on top of the Raspberry Pi, and instead of having to use those stupid micro USB ports to power the darn thing, instead it will now be able to be powered over Ethernet. So I'm going to have a Raspberry Pi dedicated as my Pi hole inside my network rack at the house, and then I'm going to have a second dedicated Raspberry Pi now monitoring and data logging all the stuff off of my Powerwall locally. So I can become a solar geek to be able to.
That's really cool.
The data points.
That's right. So all off the same device, just add a hat.
So basically, I now have have one dedicated pie for my pie hole, and my second dedicated pie, which was just me tinkering around in my office, is now going to also be rack mounted. Yes, I rack mount my pies. You have to do that. And instead of having to worry about all these stupid wall warts that plug in with the stupid micro USBs, they're now going to be both power over Ethernet. Like $29, pretty cool. And my new pie, I bought the Pi 5, which has 8 gigs of RAM. These things are freaking, it's like a 16 core, 8 gig of RAM.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't wait to see what it's like.
Yeah, awesome. I currently have my Raspberry Pi turned off.
Is that why DNS is not working in this house?
No, DNS is completely working in the house. I can't get. I'm not going to talk about System Center, but
his Intune is not working correctly.
That is correct. The software center, it literally is just hung. It just look. See,
have you rebooted it yet?
3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say reboot.
Yeah.
I can see here. It's
I'm not compliant. I am definitely not compliant. Hey, Beer Talk. Beer festival. Yeah. We're beer festivaling tomorrow.
But you took us on a couple places.
We went on a little random. What did you think of the Vegas Brewing?
The Vegas Brewing or the first one, the duck one?
Oh, well, so we did go to Abel Baker, but what do you think of the Vegas brewery experiences so far?
Oh, the 2 that we've been to here.
Yeah.
I would concur with your assessment from yesterday.
First one was better.
The first one was cooler. It was much more of a vibe that I would be into. The second one is what I would call your Vegas vibe.
Yeah.
Because at the bar, every single station at the bar had a video machine on it.
Yeah.
And it was just overstimulation and loud.
Yeah.
And then we sat outside and it was much
sat out on the patio.
And
it's like a typical roadhouse.
Right. But the first one that you went to,
Abel Baker Brewing,
30 odd different beer on tap. Your brew house is right over there.
They were brewing. It smelled so good.
As soon as you walk in, you get the beautiful smell of the flavor of the malts going on and the mash going on. They were actually doing the boil.
They were doing the boil at the time. Yeah.
No, I would say that's the vibe that I like so far.
Yeah.
Are we going to do more breweries at all today, or is that?
Well, we're going to smoke some meat today. Because we can.
I'm glad he said meat.
Yeah, we're gonna smoke some meat.
Which end?
You just got to find the right end to light. So we're gonna do. I have a 7 or 8 pound. We'll have to weigh it. Turkey breast.
That's a big ass turkey breast.
It is a very big turkey breast. Well, the reason why it's my smoked turkey is my wife's favorite barbecue. So we get it and then we'll slice it up and put it into packets. Vacuum seal it and then store it.
Yeah.
We've been doing meals.
We've been doing with chicken for quick access for chicken.
Yeah.
At our place.
Do you get the packets, break it down, and then do you season the chicken inside the vacuum seal?
It's all cooked as one. So we have one style that we make of the chicken, and then we just put them in. So it's cooked and seasoned and inside the packet.
Oh, so it's already cooked.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that way it's just like
because I know you're
big. It's another meeting. I've got 10 minutes before I can go to the next one. I'm going to run downstairs and grab a packet of chicken, throw it into some miso soup or something like that.
Yeah.
So some ramen noodles.
Yeah. Well, I know you're big on sous vide.
Yeah.
And
so if I'm cooking in the sous vide, I will absolutely season it different ways.
Yeah.
I had different choices. But
see, what I've learned is that sous vides are awesome for thawing.
Yeah.
You can use it to thaw things if they're really frozen. So it's all right. The other thing is you can actually put all of the seasoning and everything in the pouch and freeze it.
Yeah.
And then just go from freezer right into the sous vide.
I do that with my steaks.
Yeah.
So I'll have my steaks. I break them down. I season them.
You got your rosemary.
I even smear butter on it. I smear some butter on it, and I got my different seasonings. I vacuum seal it. Goes in the freezer. 7-8 months later. Oh, need some steaks. If there's no fresh protein around, let's grab those steaks out.
Yeah.
Throw them inside the sous vide.
Do you finish on the grill?
And we're good. I've been lazy.
So the answer is no.
So it depends.
It depends.
And let's just he's the one shaking the table, not me.
Oh yeah, sorry.
He's getting anxious and moving around because we're talking about smoked meat.
We're talking about food. So about additional breweries, there is one that I have not yet gone to. It's called Tenaya Brewing, which has, outside from that club pale ale that we had last night at Las Vegas Brewing,
right?
My favorite pale ale, and I've actually normally would have it in there, but I do not believe I have any in the beer fridge. So yeah, I think what we'll do is probably start the smoker because we're 5-6 hours of cooking time today, and then we can bail out because
Okay.
somebody will be here, and then I can monitor temperatures remotely, of
Remotely.
course. So we'll be doing that. So that's beer talk. So have you enjoyed the beers that you've had?
Yes.
Okay.
There's only been one that was kind of meh.
Yeah.
Now for me, that was the Irish Red.
The Irish Red that we had at
it was at the first one. No, at the Atomic.
Okay.
Atomic Duck. It was or Able. What is it called?
Able Baker.
Able Baker.
Atomic Duck is the name of their IPA.
Yeah, they have an IPA called Atomic Duck, and there's
Yeah.
lots of rubber ducks themed. I don't know why they call it Able Baker if it's rubber ducks all over the place.
Ledwig asks, speaking of beer fridge, did you have the ones I brought up? Yes, and Ledwig, as a matter of fact, last Sunday,
Ledwig
brought me beer from St. Louis.
You don't drink beer. You turn off when we talk about beer, and you're bringing him.
He brought me beer. In fact, he brought me a double dry hopped Citra IPA.
Okay.
Which was phenomenal. I think I was actually chatting with you because I was outside. You were in Minneapolis, I think, and we're at a brewery, and then I shared a photo of this, and that beer was out freaking standing. A double dry hop, I figured it would just be way too much on the hop side. No, it was outstanding. And Ledwig's now yelling, saying, "I brought you beer." Right?
Nice. That's true.
They brought maple syrup.
I have maple syrup delivered from Canada, imported, aka smuggled in. And then lastly, we will be doing a tasting, your first time tasting the #1 IPA in the United States, which is Pliny the Elder.
Yes.
Which I have acquired a bottle of, and from Russian River Brewing. And they've got a brand new one, which I also acquired, which is their citrus IPA.
Okay, I can.
So we'll have to those.
We still, maybe it's today, maybe it's Saturday, but we have to experience going and drinking at the bar that's in the shopping grocery store.
Oh,
we have to try that.
Yeah, because are we all right?
What are you doing?
I'm just trying to figure out the battery here.
I
think we're good.
We're good.
We only have 7 minutes left.
Yeah,
we can stretch.
We're okay. We can stretch.
7 minutes.
So there is a craft beer bar, wine bar. I don't believe they can serve hard liquor. I believe it's just beer and wine. That is at the grocery store. It's like just
inside the
grocery store.
It's a great place to drop off your husband while the wives do the groceries.
That's why I go grocery shopping all the time. Quit.
Drop off your wife while we do the grocery shopping.
She's got the show on in her office, dude. Way to call it out. All right. Patrick says, I'll see if I can find some fun beers and bring you from Sweden.
Oh, good.
Don't bring a lot because we actually have to consume it before we depart and leave.
Yeah,
because the weight allowances that we have, just bringing in the gear for Microsoft Ignite, just a little bit great.
I remember one year we were talking about, could we actually ship a keg?
Oh yes, yeah. We actually figured it out, but we actually got busted by the internal shipping department. Because they did actually open the road case
and look at the road.
And look, it was in the road case. Patrick says 1 or 2 I'm flying in. Yeah, we could do that. We can. I don't know. Do our hotel rooms have? We can buy cooler if we need to buy cooler.
Figure it out. We'll figure it out.
So last segment of the show is the naming segment. 3 safe words.
And we did a bad job of telling you or reminding you. You did the top of the show, but you know how everyone's attention span is. Did they actually go through it? Now, again, we're going to hope that our producer is able to get to the web page and share the screen and not blow up the stream. We'll figure that out.
So we've got Windy Gimbal Turf Backpack Ticket, Euro Ticket, VIP, Commoner, VIP style, Soft Focus. Hot Wind, Accessory Pouch, Faux Fur, Offline Libations, Solar Nerd, 6-pack Solar Geek, Pie Hat, and Smoked Meats.
Yes.
I think we have to go with Gimbal, Euro Ticket, so Gimbal and Euro Ticket, and then we kind of have to go with Soft Focus, do we not? I think we have to. I think Soft Focus is,
and the actual term on the gimbal software from DJI is called glamour shots.
Is it seriously called glamour shots?
You can turn on the glamour shots.
Is it like straight up? Will it give me the like big curly hair from like the 80s?
Or else it does like, puts on like eyeliner, smooths out your face, and puts on lips and stuff like that. So that's it. We'll try that out next time.
Next time on the Patch and Switch program, we glamour shots. Did you have glamour shots up in Canada in the mall?
What?
So in the 80s and the 90s, there was Oh, you don't even understand the joke.
I'm talking about a camera filter.
So there was a shop in our shopping malls.
Yeah.
In the 80s and 90s called Glamour Shots, and you would go in, and they would do the big, like for the women, the big poofy hair.
They do a big glow
with the soft filter, and Glamour Shots. Yeah. Glamour shots were a thing. Oh yeah.
On my old phone, it was called Beautify.
So
is it called Beautify?
Beautify.
Okay. I feel like I'm from the ghetto. Like all we had was Sears Roebuck photos, and that's it.
Was it Sears or JCPenney?
No, we don't have JCPenney in Canada. It was Sears. So I remember going in Atlantic, Canada. We'd go to Sears.
So
they'd be off in the corner, and then have these god awful dark leather looking like rolls from the ceiling, and then they would position you like this, and they take the photo, and you'd be like 7 years old and
gazing into the distance.
Yes, this is basically. I mean, we have those as well, but yeah, like the big 80s hair.
Oh wow!
And look, just use your favorite search engine to do Glamour Shots 80s, and you'll see there's a guy with a cat. He's got a turtleneck. He's got a sweater.
Oh,
it's outstanding. Yeah. Oh, like this is dude.
It's not safe for work though.
Oh no, it is entirely safe for work.
Yeah.
I'm using my personal device, but it's still blocked. Yeah. So Glamour Shots in the 80s were 100%. That was a thing, that's why I was laughing when you said that it's called Glamour Shot mode. And it's like, does it have this soft filter? And yeah,
things you learn when you
you learn.
Las Vegas.
Well, it wasn't just in Las Vegas; it was all over the state. Yeah, it was a thing. The Glamour Shots was a thing.
It'll be good. So we have one more show before Microsoft Ignite. I think if I'm the math in my head, we have one more show.
The math in your head, because we're 1 month away.
Yeah.
That would be on November the 1st.
Is it? Yeah, November the 1st. And then
which I am here. I'm actually here.
So we have 2 more shows then.
November the 1st, then the 8th, and then 8, 9, 10, 8.
This is hard. Math is hard.
The 15th, which would be the show just before we depart. Right? No, we're in Chicago that day. So there will not be a show on the 15th because I'm traveling.
Oh yeah, I'm traveling. Yeah, okay.
I'm leaving at 6:30 in the morning, so I will get on the airplane. I'm pretty sure they're not cool with me doing a podcast.
I took a Teams call on the plane. You're not supposed to, but you can, and it worked.
Did you actually talk on the call?
Yes.
Oh,
I had the cameras off. I had the camera.
Oh, I would hate you if I was anywhere close to you.
I didn't talk much. It's not like I'm like, hey, what are you talking about? Can you please play that? Can you move that slide back again? No, it wasn't like that. I was observing for the most part, but I did type in chat a couple times.
Well, typing in chat is different than. Okay.
I wasn't leading a call, right? I wasn't leading a call.
I don't understand why you would. Okay.
Yeah, so we have the name of the show where we will be back in a fortnight at least for another episode, but we will have to end up finishing off a little later on. We need to say goodbye to our friends, my friend.
We do need to. Well, apparently, I don't know what's happened, but can you see? Those are my browser tabs. They're all stuck right there. I have no idea what's even happening.
File a ticket, man.
Yeah.
File a ticket.
This is why I don't use.
The
band is in it.
The band's playing.
All right, so we come to the end of another exciting episode of the Patch and Switch program. Thanks to Aspen Forrester, to Patrick Lindbergh, arriving on the 15th. Physio MVP, as always, in the house. Ledwig, good to see you. Good to see. We said Patrick, another random IT guy. Wire Connect, thanks for all of your help. Also, Rachel Kowski.
J-Shock
somewhere on a boat. The shadiest of pandas, of course, our very own Essex Girl, the Fairest of Brits, Chaos 13X, TRP 8472, always at their post. And everybody else, Exchange SME as well. Good to see you. We're back in a fortnight's time. Until then, have a weekend, everybody.
I think I'm going to be sick.
Look. It's supposed to stabilize, isn't it? It should stabilize. Oh, can I zoom on him? Can I zoom? How do I zoom? Do I do this? No, that doesn't do anything. Where is this? I don't know. Where is it?
I don't know.